With the Christmas season very much in full flow, we catch up with Marcia Mogelonsky, the Senior Insights Director from Mintel, to get her festive thoughts on what's hot for this season.
Everybody wants an advent calendar. If it's filled with chocolate, that's really good. I've seen advent calendars filled with everything. I started following it last year, but I had to explain to my husband that it's not really as good to get an advent calendar filled with 28 pairs of socks as it is with 28 chocolate bars. And he said, "Why would you eat socks?" And I thought, no, he's not getting the point of the advent calendar. So advent calendars are really big. The other really big thing, of course, are um, small, little. The good thing about the advent calendar and the whole concept of a little bite every day is it focuses on the need for the happiness that chocolate gives you in the need for just a little bite. So it's just a satisfying little bite. Warming flavors are always good. I mean, in the United States, of course, cinnamon, no, not cinnamon, pumpkin spice. Is that I keep hoping that someone will say no more pumpkin spice, but gingerbread flavored things, I think are bigger in the UK. People
Yes.
make a lot more gingerbread, and there is gingerbread chocolate, gingerbread spiced chocolate, taking the gingery flavors from gingerbread. I think that if you take the flavor or the spice profile from any popular Christmas treat and chocolatize it, that'll be the next big thing. I haven't seen a plum pudding chocolate yet,
Oh,
but I don't see why there isn't one for next year. Just
could
take that
be.
flavor profile that's in I watch too much British Baking Championship, I confess. I'm
Mhm.
addicted. I watch reruns, I'm so bad. But the steamed puddings, all those steamed pudding flavors could be in chocolate, and I haven't seen them yet, but I'm throwing that out there as something to think about. Because what people
Fantastic.
are looking for at Christmas in chocolate is what they're looking for for Christmas in everything else, which is warmth, family, togetherness. So those are all things that figure in chocolate and figure in chocolate with candy canes, those kind of things, mixing up those flavors. Those are all popular. It's also not fair. You have to wait till after the season is over to know what's going on, because this always happens. Christmas sales rise after Christmas because everyone buys the Christmas candy the next day when it's on sale. It's
Yes.
just
Yeah.
normal. Boxing Day sales are time to stock up on more of that chocolate that you can just eat for the first few months of the year. I mean, we used to see that in the United States. It was a question we asked a few years ago on a survey. When do you buy your Halloween candy? And the most popular answer was the day after Halloween, because it's already stale. I mean, it's not stale. The event is over. So they drop the price, so people stock up.
I think it's
So
just sort of the emotional attachment that people place upon Christmas basically. So would that be fair to say in your experience?
yes, but I caution you that we always say Christmas is the most important season until we get to Easter. Easter is the most important season until we get to Christmas. Oh no, Christmas is Easter. Easter generates a lot of confectionery sales. Christmas, there's a lot of other distractions at Christmas, and confectionery can often be an also ran in the Christmas shopping basket, because I'm going to Aunt Matilda's. Darn, better pick up a box of chocolate. I wasn't going to buy chocolate, but poor Aunt Matilda,
Mhm.
her diabetes is under control, aspires some chocolate. But at Easter, it's like, what do you do? You're not going to buy like a rabbit. You're going to buy a chocolate bunny. So the motivations, I think, it's big for Christmas. You see my point? The motivation might be bigger at Easter to buy sweets than at Christmas. And Christmas has so many other sweets. Easter has a hot cross buns done. Christmas has so many other distractions that it might be the biggest, but it's got more competition than Easter. So I can't really say which is the bigger of the two. I always have like an Easter Christmas headache trying to figure out which is the bigger holiday for confectionery.
Fantastic. And wow, obviously you've spent a good while in this industry now. So what has kept you going throughout your career? What's been the thing that gets you up in each day?
Well, first of all, I love chocolate. Let's just fess up right there. I mean, I just love the industry. I Because there's so much you can do with chocolate, and because chocolate is not just a product, but it's also a flavor. So it's tracking how chocolate finds its way into all sorts of corners of your food life you hadn't expected. I was making ratatouille from a fancy cookbook the other day. And the
Mhm.
secret ingredient was a square of dark chocolate melted into the sauce. Who'd think of that? I mean,
Mhm.
so you always have to have emergency dark chocolate on hand for your cooking needs. It's an adventure. It's the whole thing's an adventure. The different flavors you can do with it, the different shapes you can do with it. Um, the industry itself, I mean, really got into chocolate when we started talking about premium chocolate. And I wrote the first premium chocolate report in the United States for Mintel at the beginning of the 2000s. And that's when I first became a consultant. I worked for a number of multinationals and small chocolate companies, and we, with a number of people, worked out a definition of how. I just saw it on the web the other day. I looked it up. How you identify um, premium chocolate. And the definition they gave, they said, some people say, well, I was one of the some people who wrote this definition, is price. There were the three P's of premium chocolate was price, packaging, and presentation. So
Good.
and that was the definition we worked out. It had to be a certain price. At that point, at the beginning of 2000, it was $8 or more a pound was premium chocolate. $16 or more a pound was super premium chocolate. This was all within the context of the US chocolate market. And it's changed so much. I mean, I've seen small companies become big, and I've seen big companies go. Like the most recent sale of Hotel Chocolat to
Yes.
Mars. I mean, if you think about it, and you start to look back, I remember writing about how Hershey tried to break into the premium market, and it couldn't. It had this thing called Cacao Reserve. You can look it up. It was on the market for like maybe a year. They couldn't make a go of it because Americans weren't quite ready for the premium chocolate category yet. So instead, they bought
So I was
Scharfenberger.
going to say on a closing note, because this is a Christmas feature here. So, on a personal level, what do you enjoy most about Christmas, and how will you be spending yours this year?
Okay, well, true confession, Neill, I'm Jewish. So I don't celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Hanukkah, and it's coming up early this year, which means I'm doing a lot of shopping. And I'm going to spend it with my husband. We're going to light candles, eat latkes, and chocolate coins, and more chocolate coins. So don't forget that premium chocolate isn't just a Christmas thing. It's in my chocolate coins for Hanukkah as well. And I wish all my friends who celebrate Christmas a wonderful Christmas. I really wish that they have a wonderful time. I hope there's some peace. The world has been a very difficult place recently, especially for Jewish people. So um, I just hope that people find a way to live in a better world. How's that?
Absolutely. And will you be spending with friends and family this year? Have you got
Well,
people
our
with?
kids were home for Thanksgiving, so don't forget American Thanksgiving is the big holiday here. And both my kids came home. One of them even brought his girlfriend, which was nice. So we had 3 out of the 4 home for Thanksgiving, and it was wonderful. It was also my husband's 70th birthday, so it was doubly wonderful to have the whole family together. So I think Hanukkah is going to be friends and hanging out. And
Amazing.
Christmas will be what we have Christian friends who invite us for Christmas. So we just keep celebrating the entire month. So